Hey guys, welcome back, and girls. This might be a longer video, because I wanted to talk about one that I really like, but at the same time, I don't know if I'll wear it a lot. But a lot of people hate it. And I can see why, and I'll get into that. But I think the biggest reason a lot of people hate it is, first off, the bottle is fucking ugly. Oh my god, it's horrible, and I'll get into that too, don't worry. I think that's a big thing, because a lot of, I'm going to use the term frag heads, but, because I'm a frag head. But I'm not an elitist. I think when you get into anything, collecting movies, video games, action figures, Lego, cologne, whatever you get into collecting, you get people who have to vindicate themselves by saying, I've got the best of the best. According to who? Because you spent more money on it, it means it's better? No, not at all. And it just doesn't look good on a shelf because of the bottle. So I think that's the first strike against it. I think the second strike is getting back into that elitist thing is the smell. It smells like a niche, or like what a niche cologne or fragrance. It's made by a designer, but it smells more niche, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's the basic, I don't want to say definition, but premise of a niche fragrance, for me anyway, is something that's not designed to be mass appealing. It's not designed to be corner a market. It's designed to, you like the smell of this, you don't care what anyone else likes. Prime example is Creed Aventus. A lot of people own it, and you know, they like it. They're elitist for the most part. And they're not elitist, frag heads. And they like it. I like it. I have a decant. I've never bought a full bottle. I'll never, ever spend that kind of money on a fucking cologne. Woo, no way. But I'll buy little decants every now and then. 20, 30 bucks. I have that. Green Irish Tweed. Couple Tom Fords. And another one I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, back to what I'm getting at. It smells like it should be a niche fragrance. And I think the elitists get a little upset by that, because it's not even expensive for a designer fragrance. I mean, it was when it first came out, but it's been discounted heavily. I mean, I should have waited to get mine, but I bought mine when it was just anyway. I should have known better. This house usually does get discounted. Anyway, let me just get into what it is. It's Decibel by, I don't know how you say it. Some people say Azzaro. I've always said Azzaro. So if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Don't. But that's the box. Here's the bottle. The bottle is horrible. Fucking ugly as shit. I know what they were going for with the Decibel thing. The music. And I believe Buddy from the White Stripes was their marketing face for a while. I don't know if he still is. But anyway. This is the bottle. It's supposed to be a microphone. Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? Remember the microphones you got as a kid? That you would echo your voice and change your voice and stuff. They're usually like red and yellow. If you painted that red and that yellow, that's what it would look like. But that's never bothered me, like I said. I mean, it's ugly, but I can keep it in the box if it's that big of a deal to you. But, and this is the atomizer. Funny story, when I first got it, I was trying to pull this off. I almost broke it. And then as I'm pulling, I kind of pushed down on it and it sprayed in my face. I had my glasses on, thank God. But it sprayed in my face. So I figured out that, yeah, that's the atomizer, the whole thing. It's a neat atomizer. It's a good atomizer. It's a shorter spray than most, I find, but it's thick. So you might want to spray it back from you a little bit farther away when you spray it. Anyway, here you go. I'll show you. I'm going to get you the smell of it. Ooh, I like that. It's very, very different than any designer fragrance I've ever smelled. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I can see why people don't like it, and the reason I'm going to say that is right off the opening, I get a sweet and sour citrus, lemon, bergamot, something like that. More lemon, I think. Sweet and sour lemon. I've worn this half a dozen times now. I just love it. So, and I made some mental notes. Yeah, but just don't remove the cap like I did. You'll break it. Just anyway. And almost how do I say it? I've said it before. Kind of like opium, that carbonated soda pop smell off the top with the sweet and sour citrus, lemon. Very nice. Very nice. But the main two notes I get out of this, and this is why I say it's niche, or not niche, but niche-like, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like it, is, incense. Incense. And not a smoky incense. A lot of people, I get more of just frankincense. Almost a church vibe. If you've been at a church, and I don't know who it is, Roman Catholic or Protestant, I don't know. The ones that burn the incense, I've been in a couple. Kind of smells like that, a church vibe to it, which is nice. I mean, it's nice. Also, kind of dries down when it dries down into you get like tonka, vanilla, one or both, but not overly sweet, but just sweet enough, because the other note that is, well, there's like vetiver or something too in it, something like that, kind of a dirty vetiver though. But the main two notes I get out of this is going to be, like I said, the incense, the frankincense, which is kind of sweet on its own. Then you top it with the vanilla and or tonka bean. But on top of that, the one note that I think is really polarizing to people is I get a star anise licorice vibe from it. I don't know if it's in there, but that's what I get almost immediately with that citrus. And those two notes stay basically from the start to the finish. Star anise licorice, frankincense, incense. And it's heavy, man. It is fucking heavy. It's not, yeah, you don't want, I don't think you want to casual this one. You could, if you're confident enough, and I can see a gentleman out at a bar in a nice shirt and pair of pants, or I don't want to say it's definitely not a work scent either, just because it's so heavy. It's like like I said, a lot of niche scents that are heavy. You don't want to wear them to work where you're in real close proximity to people that can get you in trouble. for wearing something. Nothing's more embarrassing than getting called into the office at your work and your boss is, we got to talk about how you smell. Not that you stink, you just too much cologne. So this is that type of scent that would probably do that to you. People would probably, because I think it's mostly the licorice, the incense too, but mostly the licorice. Licorice in general is a polarizing, not just the smell, but the taste. You know, people love it or they hate it. I fall into the category of one that loves it. It's a risky composition here, though. I mean, like I said, for a designer house to bring out that with the citrus and the fucking incense, the frankincense, the vanilla and tonka and that licorice, man. Boom, right in your face, too. And I mean, boom, in your face. This stuff projects pretty, not long, but it does project heavy and far for not a very long time, but it does project. And you're going to set some people off with this if you don't, if you're not careful. Where you wear it and how you wear it. You don't need a lot. And again, I wouldn't wear it anywhere that you can get in trouble for smelling good. That makes sense. Office, no. I mean, you could wear it to a club, I guess, like I said, and or you could wear it to church. It would actually fit in really well in a church environment, I'll tell you that. I wouldn't wear something like this to a job interview or anything like that because you're probably not going to get the job. Because whoever's interviewing you, chances are, because most people don't like licorice, they ain't going to like it. They ain't going to like the smell of it. And the incense can be off-putting too. Frankincense especially. Frankincense is an incense a lot like licorice is in the food. People love it. People hate it. I said very risky for a designer to do. Not like, it's more of a niche type thing. A niche company would be like, hey, that's what they do. But designers try to do a mass appeal, a market appeal. And this ain't mass appealing or market appealing, I'll tell you that. My hat's off to them for trying it. I don't think they'll ever try it again because I don't think it sold too well. I bought mine, it's a 50 mil. At the time, it was $60, $60 or $70. You can pick up 50 mil now for 20. Like, I should have waited. But I liked it that much when I got it. And that's the thing. This is, like I said, a very polarizing scent. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. That being said, I don't think I'll wear it a lot. Not because I don't like it. I don't have a lot of places to wear it. I couldn't wear it at work. I know that. People would fucking freak out, man. They'd be like, ooh, gross. Not everybody, but a good chunk of them would. Can't really wear it. You can wear it now, I guess, when I'm out and about, but I've got so many other things that just fit the casual summertime better than this. It might be a good winter scent. I'll have to come back maybe in the next couple months when winter kicks in and try it out. Because I never really wore it in the winter. But, yeah, man, the elitists, they get on stuff like this. I can't, and they don't smell mass appealing and they don't look the prettiest and they don't. Like I said, there's elitists everywhere you go who think that they're better than you because they own, like I said, well, in this business, colognes, they own, 10 Tom Fords and all the Creeds and fucking, yeah, and I've got 16 bottles of Creed that cost me $450 each. Well, good for you. You could have bought a car. Not that I'm against niche, believe me. Like I said, I've got a few, but I just generally buy I just couldn't imagine spending that kind of money on a bottle of cologne. And I have money. I have enough disposable income to do it. I'm not going to. Especially when companies release stuff like this. You know, and I think of a couple others that I think are more, are designer, that remind me more of a niche. There's Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. I think that's a very, I mean, it's an oriental spicy type thing, but it reminds me more of a niche cologne because it's another one that people love or hate. It's another one that reminds me of that. Oh God, there's a few. Anyway, I can't think of any off the top of my head other than that one. But then there's also a lot of designer colognes that are better than niche colognes. Like I said, I have a couple of Creeds and a couple of Tom Ford is horrible. Not the smells. The smells are okay, but his private blend collection or whatever it's called there, they just don't last. Jesus, seriously, a couple hours. And I know the idea is to blend them together, but no, man, I'm not spending that kind of money on something that's gonna last me a couple hours. You're crazy. At least with Creed, you get average. That's another thing though, is even Creed, performance-wise, it's not any better than a good designer cologne, as far as I can tell. You know, I get 5 or 6 hours out of my Creeds, 5 or 6 hours out of most of my designers, some of them more. I said fucking Sauvage, holy fuck, that shit lasts for days. Besides the point. But yeah, you can pick up nice designer colognes. You know, and they're designed. That's why they're called designer colognes. They're designed to get you compliments, mass appeal. They're designed for that. Whereas something like this and most niche colognes are designed for a certain market, a small niche market. They don't smell bad, but most people aren't going to be like, you know, you put, you know, a Creed on or you put a Sauvage on. You know, you're gonna probably get more compliments, quite honestly, get noticed more with the Sauvage, simply because that's what it's designed for. It's designed to make you crowd-pleasing. That's what they're designed for, designer fragrances. Whereas something like this by a designer is more designed like a niche fragrance. It's designed for you and the other people that like it and nobody else. Nobody else is going to like it except, you know, it's not going to mass appeal. But that being said, I really like it. I got into the smell. I never got into the longevity. I got about 5 hours out of it. 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours, which is, like I said, average. Not too bad. It'll get you through your day. Most of it anyway. Projects for about an hour, hour and a half, which isn't very long, but it projects pretty good. Like, it's out there, man. Boom, boom, it goes. But just be warned, that projection is hit or miss with people, man. Because it's they either love it or hate it. Like I said, it's that licorice and frankincense, man. They're both two very polarizing smells in the world anyway. And this doesn't smell synthetic. As funny as that sounds, you think it would because it's designer? And I'm sure it is. It just doesn't. They blend, everything blends, like I said. The licorice, the lemon, the frankincense, the vanilla, the vetiver, the tonka bean, everything that's in here blends so well together. And then it is dominated by a licorice incense, but it smells niche. I'm sorry. I know people are going to hate on me. But they're like, it's crap. It's not. It's not. If you like licorice and frankincense, this smells niche. Which surprises the hell out of me, too. But that's the way it goes, man. Sometimes you just... shit happens, boy. Alright, guys. Peace out. Thanks for listening to my rant. And all you elitists out there, fucking stop. You're not any better than anybody else because you got fucking 16 bottles of Creed. You're not. You're not. Nobody cares but you and half a dozen of your other friends that are elitists. That's it. So, chill out, man. Chill out. A lot of people can't afford that shit. It's not cool, man. Alright, peace out, guys.